Howdy ho, good neighbors, and welcome back to my vlog. Sorry it took so long to put this out, but I had some problems. Usually when I do videos, I try to do them all in one day. My vlog combined with any response videos I want to do, and my big project is the Dice Bag Cometh, which is kind of a video magazine for gamers. Now, mind you, that is in its infancy. It's something that I want to work with. But unfortunately, when I was trying to shoot it last time, there's just too much content for the 15 minutes that YouTube allows. So I'm trying to find a better host for that program. So if anybody knows anything, just please leave me a message. Let's talk about some of the things we've seen lately in the news. Because, I mean, honestly, this is some stuff that really just been freaking me out, man. There's been a story about a 9-year-old boy who was in a park. And I know the name and everything. If you research it, you'll be able to find out. I cannot remember his name right offhand right now. But found a stray kitten and was playing with it. And a 13-year-old boy came by, grabbed the kitten, started hitting it with a log, then got up on I believe it was like a swing set or a jungle gym and started dropping it off. And of course, the 9-year-old kid's freaking out because he's scared of this kid, but he's worried about this kitten. Then the 13-year-old boy opens a knife, pulls a knife, and he's going to cut the kitten. What? Ugh. Let's not even go there. But the 9-year-old boy realized he couldn't let this happen, jumped up, knocked the knife out of the kid's hand, and got the kitten, put him in a box because he wanted to make sure the rain didn't get on him. An adult called animal control, and the kitten was still alive. Had some internal bruising, it bruised some lungs, broke some bones. Commend the kid for doing this. 9-year-old. Fortunately, the kitten didn't make it. It only lasted a couple of days, which is heartbreaking. I love my kitties. Now, here's my thoughts. Number one, the adult that was there, why didn't they do something in the beginning when the kid was abusing the kitten? Now, of course, I'll give the benefit of the doubt they might not have seen that part. Number two, to the parents of this delinquent. If you're not treating that kid right, if you're treating the kid badly, look what happens. If it's nothing that can be legally found out, and I hope they look into that venue, they can't legally find anything that you did. Look elsewhere. See what's happened to cause this. I hope they just throw the book at this kid. I'm sorry, but that's starting a bad precedent for them to be hurting an animal. Also, in the news, Sarah Palin informed us that Paul Revere's ride was to warn the British that we were not going to let them stop our liberties, they're not going to, stop our freedom, take our freedom. Really, I do not and never had a problem with female politicians. Nope. I have a problem with dumb politicians. Now, mind you, yes, John F. Kennedy said he was a jelly-filled donut because he didn't research, the German language too well. And there's George W. Bush, who said he could not believe the enormity of the elections when he was elected the first time. And enormity does not mean what he thought it meant. They still think it means. Enormity means a great evil. Was he warning us? Who knows? Also, Florida has enacted something which I think is just freaking fine. I can't see my thumb. There we go. If you're going to go on welfare in Florida, you're going to get drug tested. Thank you. It's about time. I don't know all the details on it, but there's a lot of talk about beforehand. They haven't implemented this because it was controversial. Yeah, but I have known enough people who try to build the system. As somebody who's worked and put money into the system, yeah, that bothers me a whole hell of a lot. Oh, and we're all here after the rapture, So of course it's supposed to happen in October. So just keep those bags packed. How many people got bilked by this for so many millions of dollars? Oh my God, it's really a sad situation when you think about it. Anyway, it's just frustrating to see some of the stuff that that I see. I mean, mind you, I moved from Virginia, from Grundy, Virginia. I spent a good portion of my life to Reno, Nevada, which is on the other side. I went from the East Coast to the West Coast. Well, coast is you know, east side, the West Side, and I swear I still going to the stores like the Clampets, go to the big city. Now, mind you, I spent some time in West Point, New York. That's where uh, that's where I was spent from a very young child to like second grade, after second grade, and so I'm kind of used to the big city, and I've been out of it for a while. I'm used to a real deli. I mean, that thing we have in Food City compared to what I used to go to is not a deli. I mean, it's which don't get me wrong, the Food City delis are great, but there's nothing like going to a real deli and getting hot pastrami on rye, that whole deal. But here it's like there's a donut shop. Oh my God! On Sundays, I like to go there. I get a nice glazed, or if I want to spend a little bit, it's a little more scratch, get a tiger tail. In Food City, the big grocery store I come from, tiger tails are about like that. The there we go. Move the wrong finger. There we go. About like that. So that's a meal. Wow. But yeah, it's kind of, I just feel like I go in a circle and go, oh, holy, I can't believe all this stuff they got up in here. And I'll do things here, and people look at me funny, and um, I'll give you an example, and the gamers will understand this. Back home, sometimes if you get involved in a big, it's I'll rewind that a bit, but it's a huge culture shock in a lot of places. And I remember when I put in my application at West when we first got here, and there's a girl in the lobby. She goes, I come a long way to put in this application. I said, yeah, I know the thing. She goes, oh well, I'm from Las Vegas. Like, oh, what a long trip. I said, where are you from? I'm from Southwest Virginia. She shut up. Oh, where am I at? I'm at 8:22. I still got a lot of time. So you're gonna endure my mouth for a little while longer. I'm wanting to add a little bit more content to these. Yes, I will. I'll try to stay away from like strict like politics, but if something catches my eye, if I mention anything that irritates you, if you want to have a logical discussion about it, okay. If you want to be snarky and mean spirited, then I'll delete you. I'll delete the comment, and no matter whining, we'll get it put back. Also, they think they have finally found a cure for AIDS. Finally. I'm glad the time off so they can work on Viagra gave them a little bit of time to, they gave them a little bit of rest so they can work on the important stuff. Serious. We can't cure the common cold. It's taken us this long to come up with a possible cure for AIDS. But by God, if you want to have thicker lashes, or well, let's just not even go into Viagra, but oh, it bugs me. It bugs me. Oh, hurts from some of the. Now, here's the thing. Apparently, back home, the Redneck Road Race, which I'll put a link to Goddess Estrella down below, and you can follow her because she's a hoot. She's my sister-in-law, and she's having to deal with. There's a girl we used to work with, and I swear to you, she was the biggest stereotype of the stupid Southern female. Oh my God. Oh, I worked with her when I worked for Bank of America, and it was. Now, mind you, there was a girl that we worked with asked us a serious question one day. London's in France, right? Yeah. Well, oh, you want to deal with Bank of America? This is the kind of thing you're going to deal with. And a Bank of America branch actually got foreclosed on by one of its customers. Why? Because this gentleman had bought a house from Bank of America, paid cash in full. Now, wow, he actually paid in cash. That amazes me. Now, that was their words, paid in cash. I would assume that if they paid by like a cashier's check or something like that, they would have said that, but no, they said he paid in cash. Well, they started calling him saying he owed money on his mortgage, to which he said to myself, what? He didn't owe anything. So they ended up, they tried to talk to him, they wouldn't return the calls. They foreclosed on this man. Well, apparently they woke the dragon because this guy got a lawyer, got his house, and foreclosed on them. There you go. Now, I will say this. The biggest piece of advice I can give you, anybody out there who deals with anybody, debt collectors, anything, anybody who's customer service, you got a problem and you call those people, treat them nice. Because those are people's sons, daughters, wives, husbands, grandmothers, grandfathers, nieces, nephews. They're doing a job. Now, if they get snarky with you, and you didn't provoke it, hey, I'm right there. I'm right there with you. If you treat me snarky, I'm going to treat you snarky. I can get down with the worst of them, you know. But talking to somebody who's taking those calls, somebody calls in to me, I'm going to try to help you as much as I can. I understand if I tell you there's nothing I can do, there's nothing I could do. If you have a suggestion, I'm more than willing to listen to it. But if we have went down, all the roads that we can by the parameters given to me by my employer, I will inform you. We never mean it. At least the people that I know and admire in the workplace don't, try to bilk people out of their money or anything like that. Heck, we worked fraud. I would try to explain to customers, if their card got stopped, why it got stopped. And more often than not, I had people have their card stopped out over nothing. Maybe they haven't used their card in a couple months. They use their card and it stops it because system thinks strange. Especially if you haven't used it in like 6 months and you buy like a $5,000 or try to buy a $5,000 TV. These people have been the nicest. You get somebody. I've had people had actual fraud on their card who just get nasty. We say to them, it's like, you're getting your money back within 24 to 48 hours. And you want to treat me like I've hurt you, I've embarrassed you in a grocery store? Well, try going into that grocery store and see how embarrassed you feel when you say, hey, yeah, when my card got stopped, yeah, somebody in Jamaica was trying to make a large purchase and they stopped my card. How stupid are they for doing that? They should just let that go on. Yeah, let's see what they think about your intelligence level at that point. But I'm ranting and I do apologize. But this is my vlog and I guess I could do that. Okay, folks, it's about time for me to head out of here. I'll try to keep everything updated. Please leave me some comments, response videos, something. I mean, you got us. Peace out. Faith manages. All others pay cash.